Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Rams going up against the Cardinals. And with that, it's off to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, where we'll hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. J.J. Nelson now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First and 10, it's Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. But Fitzgerald, gosh, third overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. There wasn't a lot for Cardinal fans to be happy about in that game against Buffalo in Week 3, but Johnson did have 19 carries, 83 yards, and 2 scores.
He continues to evolve and get better as not just a runner, but as a receiver and the focal point of the Arizona Cardinals offense. He can do it all, but it's hard to do when you're down big on the road, and Buffalo really prevented him from making a big comeback and also ended up sacking Carson Palmer 5 times as Arizona tried to get back into the game.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Have you talked with your friends who are in the fantasy leagues? I keep hearing David Johnson's name is coming up in a big way.
Boy, he was a steal third-rounder out of Northern Iowa, and I think last year started as a 4th-string back, didn't he?
He certainly did, but boy, he produces the year one on. Remember, can run it, he can catch it. He was a wide receiver at Northern Iowa before he became a running back, and also has great kick return ability. Ran one back for a touchdown in 2015.
The first down carry here for Johnson, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Throwing is Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right now, blue 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. On 3rd down, Palmer. And there's a flag on the play. And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
So on 4th down, Palmer off, Catanzaro on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Chandler Catanzaro, we know he has some leg at a 60-yarder in Week 3. That's a long for him in his career, and the longest kick this year in the NFL.
And it doesn't ease all the pain from missing the field goal that would have won the game with New England in the season opener. But 60 yards, that's awfully impressive.
And he also punted. Drew Butler was injured, their normal punter, so he pulled double duty.
Well, you know what they say in the NFL. The more you can do.
The more you can do what?
The longer you can stay in the league.
Yeah, makes sense. Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 2-1 L.A. Rams coming out onto the field, led by Case Keenum in that win over Tampa Bay in Week 3, 14-26 for Keenum. Charles, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns in that victory.
I remember when the Rams acquired him last season, and when you talk with their coaches, they just kept saying there's something special about Case Keenum, and you were a little bit taken aback, like, well, what would be so special that you had to go acquire him and he was sitting on the bench somewhere else? They said he's got a way about him that people want to play and want to play for him, and that's what we're seeing with the Rams right now. The numbers don't have to be great, but they're 2-1, and Case Keenum is a big reason why.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And this offense certainly hoping that a veteran wide receiver in Britt can set the tone here in this one.
And we've seen better maturity out of him as his career has gone on, but no lack of speed. He can still get deep and hurt a defense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Second and 10. Keenum here again. And that's complete to Brian Quick. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. As we start to get a look at this Arizona defense, how about the interception this past week, albeit in a loss that Peterson had?
He's just simply special, isn't he? Look, he's been 5 years in the league, been to the Pro Bowl 5 times, 3 times first-team All-Pro. One of those 5 times he went as a kick returner. There's not much he can't do on the field, and that interception kind of summed it up. Acrobatic, athletic, sensational.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be 1st down Rams. Gurley coming off a 2-touchdown performance in Week 3. He had 85 yards, although that came on 27 carries, but still pretty good game.
The only people who aren't in the box when Todd Gurley lines up in the backfield are you and me. I mean, let's face it, he's right. Forget 8-man fronts, right? It's 9, 10 people right there close to the line of scrimmage. So they're going to need Case Keenum to throw the ball better, get their wideouts involved, and pull people back away, because he even had one incredible run in that game despite the stacked box. Imagine if Todd Gurley has some space.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley from 17 yards out. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle it.
And that's the thing. You've got to wrap up. A lot of times these days you see guys, they just want to go as hard as they can and throw their body at somebody. That's not old school football, though.
No, old school football is fundamentals. Wrapping up, locking your hands, and trying to get him on the ground.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now it's Ellington to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals and Carson Palmer looking to bounce back from their Week 3 loss to Buffalo. And in particular, Charles, Palmer wants to bounce back. 4 interceptions on their last 4 drives.
And we know it's a passing league, but if you can't run the ball at all and get some balance, look out. Buffalo prepared, and I think Carson Palmer threw those interceptions in the last 4 possessions, correct? So they're trying to battle back from a big deficit and couldn't quite get there.
And he threw the ball 50 times total, completed 26 of them. action here on first down. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Palmer gives to Johnson. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
Second down, here's Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Third down now following the completed pass. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Cards are going to have a first down.
That's another nice run. And I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95. 52.
On the toss, here's Johnson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Back onto the field comes the Rams offense, and they had a little bit of a celebratory moment, not only going 2-1 in Week 3, but also scoring the first touchdown as a franchise on offense since 1994.
And sometimes that just serves as the opening, doesn't it? Because remember, the first 2 games, as you pointed out, they didn't get a touchdown. They get their first one against Tampa and ultimately scored 37 points. So they just needed that breakthrough, and now the Rams offense hopes that they're rolling.
They even had a 69-minute weather delay with lightning at the 2-minute warning. They had a little bit of everything.
Boy, they had to show a lot of patience in this, didn't they?
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Los Angeles first down.
In scouting parlance, if you really like a player, they ask if you're going to pound the table for him. Well, when Todd Gurley came out of Georgia, I stood on a table and did backflips. Even with the knee injury he suffered his last year there, I thought he was one of the best runners I'd seen come into the game since Adrian Peterson.
Keenum now on first down. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Fresh set of downs here. The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. Room here to run. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Gurley again here on first down. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator. What do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
First touch of the game here for Benny Cunningham. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Keenum. Got his man over the middle. This is quick. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's Keenum. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Pro Bowler, Calais Campbell, able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Keenum now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. 7 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Zerline's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be a Los Angeles first down. 1 quarter in the books. 10-3 the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. So they're operating in the red zone. Here's the option going right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. To throw on second down is Keenum. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kenny Britt, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear a coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. A beautiful fake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Surveying the field. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Blues 58.
On 3rd down, Palmer. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now the punter Ryan Quigley is on at his 4th season out of Boston College. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Keenum on 1st down. Finding time. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. It's a gain of 7. Going to get a 1st down.
When you're a player of his style, circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl.
With the game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Keenum. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now it's Gurley. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Keenum now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 2nd and 10, Keenum. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Keenum. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now it's Ellington to return. He juked him. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 99 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
He wants that type of celebration.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
All right, here we go. Boom,
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Eight yards to go here on second down. The one running back is Gurley. He'll get the football here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Play action to Gurley. Now Keenum. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So on now is the all-pro punter from 2015 out of Oregon State, Johnny Hecker, to kick it away. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Here's Palmer. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Johnson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, now, wide 18. Wide 18. Check 52.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go, let's go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
On second down, Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, Palmer off, Catanzaro on for the field goal try. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. Now the return man, this is Benny Cunningham. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Second down, here's Keenum. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it'll be 3rd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Keenum on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Keenum. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. They come out here in the eye. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Now here it's fourth down. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Johnson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Cardinals trail at home at halftime. The Rams have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, middle of the field, the pass will be caught, and that connection will lead to a gain of 34 yards. Rams have it later on the drive. Gurley's going to shift out to the right side, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. The lead grows to 4. Now early in the second quarter, Keenum's able to find his mark near the sidelines. And this 2-play drive goes for a TD. Rams up by 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10, Keenum's on point with the throw, and he'll end up picking up 33 yards on the play. Rams still on the field. Keenum's going to complete the pass, and this play will go for 6. The lead grows to 15. Zerline set up to kick it away. Ellington's able to get a running start here, and he's gone as he sprints into the end zone. Now trailing by 14.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They come up in an offset eye. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. He's got time in the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They run. It's Gurley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Johnson, he's been busy this afternoon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
First down, it's Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd down now after the pass completion. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. His throw incomplete. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. To throw again, it's Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The one running back is Gurley. Following the fumble recovery, Keenum over the middle, he hits Austin. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And Gurley having a big day, and they're winning. That's a big reason why. 2012, his freshman year at Georgia, first game he was a backup. He came off the bench, 100 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 100-yard kick return. He started every game in his career since. And he should have, because he is one of the most dynamic forces to enter the NFL at the running back position in many years, and I think he's only going to keep getting better.
Now let's go.
Here's Cunningham. And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. Throw with Keenum. Surveying the field. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Keenum throwing on 2nd. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tony Jefferson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Now it's Zuerlein to try the Ram field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Get ready. 1-18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Here we go. 1-18. 1-18.
On 2nd down, Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
All right, now. Blue 95. Blue 95.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Get ready. Blue 95.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 1st down.
The penalty. It's Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, 30 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Point after now from Catanzaro. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Uses the stiff arm. We focus our attention on the Cardinals defense now. They are down on the scoreboard. They're just trying to keep the opposition now at bay.
Let's treat it a little bit like tennis. Hold serve. Don't give up anything. Win the point, so to speak, and move on from there.
Did you play tennis?
I actually did for a little while.
Were you any good?
Wasn't very good at it.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, the kids, they both lettered.
Your kids?
Exactly.
Okay.
Whose kids were we talking about?
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They come out here in the eye. Here's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And that is incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On first down, it's Palmer. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They run with Cunningham. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They come up in an offset eye. Again, Cunningham here on the ground. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And ready for 3rd and 6. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye. Now Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Keenum throwing on 2nd. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. It's complete to Britt. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
In the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Austin's got it left side. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. The one running back is Gurley. He's going to get the football. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on second down is Keenum. And this is incomplete. Bradley Marquez, the intended target. And that's going to bring up a third down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Trey Mason, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Coming to you. Here we go. Blue 58.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Wide 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They come out here in the I. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They come up in an offset I. Here's Keenum now on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenum on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. First down, Keenum dumps it off to Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Back to throw, Keenum. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Second down and 4. Keenum to throw on second down. He's got time. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Keenum to throw again. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Again, Keenum. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now Palmer on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Second and 10 now. It's Palmer finding time. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The All-Pro from 2015, Aaron Donald, in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
All right, now, blue 58. Blue 58.
Now Palmer on third and long. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They come out here in the eye. Again they run with Gurley. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Now it's Ellington to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Caught, right side, Gresham. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Palmer. He hits Floyd on the right. Give him 30 yards there. And now a first down following that long gain. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Cardinals a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Palmer to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. 1 receiver right, that's Brown.
Let's go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Point after now from Catanzaro. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And the hand Team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse.
Something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Now it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So 2nd and 10 here. They come out here in the eye. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. 1-18.
Now it's Palmer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.